Welcome back. Welcome back. Day 20, positivity. Before that, I want to show you something. This is a solar blue water bottle, and I want you to read about it. As soon as you put water in here, let it sit out in a place that has direct sunlight, or put it under a light source. The energy of the blue bottle just is a healing power of the water. This is something I've learned. I'm trying and testing it. It's okay to learn new things, try it and test it, and have an open mind. So you heard it here first. So maybe go check that out later. And we're gonna get into positivity. What do you think about when you hear the word positivity? Today's day 20. Yesterday, day 19. Guess what happened? We learned something important, right? We learned that we have to get outside the house. Pretty much. I said all of that to say we have to get out the house. We have to get involved. Let's get the teamwork going. Let's get our energies moving. Let's get like-minded individuals knowing what we're up to. Let's learn about them. And you know, nowhere along the lines, I was doing some reading, did I mention that listening is very important. And we have to, the number one communication technique, and if you want to, outsmart, outbeat, learn more, do more than anyone else, is listen. So listening is a skill, and you could really learn it. Sometimes when we are speaking with people, and it'll help you when you go out on your social activities. And when you ask someone a question, you are there and you're present and you're listening. I've been, me personally, working on that skill for a little bit now, just kind of making that eye contact. It's very scary and defeating, right? If you know you're looking in someone's eye, you're like, oh, and then it's like who's gonna move off first? You're like, you know. But try that with yourself, and you know, don't take your eye off the person's eye. It's a respect thing. Look in their eye and listen. I know it's gonna get like creepy after like 40 seconds of looking dead at someone's eyeball during talking. It's creepy. You're gonna want to turn away. It's what humans do, because look at when we were kids. We would listen to our parents. No, you can't do that. And you feel the shame. So you kind of you kept turning away, you know, when you were getting, scolded, right? So you're turning away, and all of that comes up in tradition. You never really learn to listen and look in someone's eye and be definitive and just be there and be present. And I'll tell you what, I've gotten so much better at that, and people will notice it. And they said, man, you have such warm eyes. Like you have such warm, you know, the way we communicate, it's warm. Because it's my energy, totally 100% focused on your energy. And we just talk, and we're just there. So try that. I just want to add that in there. But yesterday, social activities, you definitely need it. Sign up to a place and just add it as a building block to success, and use it. It's definitely going to change your world. Today we're talking about positivity, and I don't know, I think I attributed a few things to how negative I was in the past. Like, you know, someone would say something and I would laugh, and I would do this, I would giggle, I wouldn't listen, I would always have the worst thing to say in situations. The cops pull me over, oh, it's the cop's fault, it's this fault. I was just kind of negative. It wasn't, you know, I don't want to say it was my fault, but it was my fault, right? You know, until I unlocked this thing called positivity, I really didn't understand how negative I was. Until I unlocked non-cat, I never understood that I was the problem, right? That's what non-cat does for us. It puts everything back on us. And until I I eliminated the fear-based TV and those inputs coming in, I really said, okay, well, they're gone, but the negative, it's with me. So how do you live more positively? How do you live in an eye of seeing the best of things? And that's what it is going into a situation, every situation, and looking for the best of it. If someone dies, you're like, there's nothing good about this, right? There's nothing good about this. There's just pain, there's anger, there's confusion, there's why, there's unanswered questions. How could this be a positive thing? And we fail to look and find any positive thing, so we stay in a place like, what, and you put guilt on yourself. That will eat you up, right? Let's say you got fired. What positive thing could come from you were fired from a job? It's a negative situation, clear as day. But we don't look for the negative situation. Could you find any positive situations in those two examples that I just said? What about if you broke your leg? What positive things could happen from you breaking your leg? You're in pain, you're probably missing a few days of work or a couple months, you're now on meds, you have to do you can't find the positive thing. So I challenge you in every situation to find the positive thing, because this is now living holistically positive. Now, of course, we're humans, so we're going to have to do the non-cap theory every once in a while, like, oh, wow, that was me. Okay, I get it, And of course, we're going to have to challenge ourselves, and this is going to be an ongoing on your journey thing. But, you could tell when someone is positive. So there's LA traffic. Everyone knows it. Every car is back bumper to bumper. And it was so bad, like probably one of the worst days in LA traffic. And there was a reporter that was out there for one of the news stations and goes to a car and says, hey, what do you think about this traffic? And, I hate it. I can't believe it. I'm late for work. This sucks. I hate LA. I hate this. I hate that. And then, okay, sidestep, go to another car, and someone says, wow, you know what? It is what it is. And I got books here and tons of audio books I'll catch up on, and I get some time to, speak to a few people over the phone. So you know what? It's all good, but it is what it is. Like, so how is that two different angles of the same problem? So there's always more to pull out from every situation. No matter how negative you think that situation is, what positive thing could you pull out of? And are you going to be the leading edge of that positivity when it happens? Here's one thing that I've tried to do. And I'm not saying I do it constantly, because it always is a learning mode for me, always absorbing and learning and recreating. But when I wake up, right, half of the world, how do you think they wake up? They wake up groggy, they hit the alarm, they tell Alexa to stop, and they get up and they just go about their business, and they're usually always moaning, grunting, groaning, just like you don't even want to be around this person when they wake up. They always wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, there's another way to wake up, and I want to share that way with you, and this is what I try to do most of the days. So when I open my eye, I take a second. Like, I don't just jump up, right? I take a second, I open my eye, and I was like, wow, thank God I'm alive. Oh my God. Do you know how many people died between last night and this morning? And I get another chance? So immediately, I'm on the other side of waking up. I'm on the side that says, I'm happy to be here. Let's go conquer this day. Let's crush this day. Let's make it happen. You understand? It's changing, and while doing that, you change your internal state. So it really doesn't matter what happens to you. It really doesn't matter if maybe you woke up an extra 10, 20 minutes late. You're not gonna curse the clock, kick the wall, punch your wife. Don't punch your wife, okay? Punch the wall, hit over everything, get mad, kick the cat. It's not their fault, So it's again, the theme is internalizing things and bringing it back inside and understanding that you have a choice. in every situation as it happening unfolds are two choices. You could either respond to the situation or you could react. When you react, you have less chances to actually become positive in the situation. There's situations where you're gonna have to react, right? But as you build your automatic behavior now, as you stopped it and you're making it manual, and that's what we've been doing, we've been catching ourselves, we're in manual mode. So now as you turn this manual mode and you switch it off and you're redirecting it and reprogramming it and you're turning it to an automatic thing, now your automatic behavior, even in a reactive mode, will be more positive than your old automatic behavior. So you have an awesome chance as well to respond. And when you respond, you can gather data bits of information and say, okay, boom, boom, and you start seeing it fast. You know, things are moving fast and you are able to analyze data quickly. You're able to get outside yourself, get out of your intellect and your logic, and you're able to handle it and answer and confront things now as a person that thinks from a different part of their brain. That's able to look someone in the eye and apologize when they're wrong. And sometimes apologize even when they're not wrong. They don't have to win. You find out that you're more balanced, you're floating through life, and you're in a flow state. That flow state, that zone that you're in, where things seems to just be working right, you know? You respond to something, something else opens up, you're responding to another thing, this opens up, everything is free flowing, it's amazing. You feel good about yourself, you feel good about interactions. And more positive things are attracted to you. It's like a magnet, this world, it's huge. This universe is a huge magnet. Your energy, huge magnet. Now what you put out there is what you get. It's like attract like. I like that. Give me more of that. I'll tell you what, I used to get pulled over in the mid 2000s all the time. My license was suspended all the time. I would smoke weed in the car, tons of friends. Never woke up on time for my job, blamed the world, out late drinking, you name it, we did it. Following people in the car, making petty fights, and I would always get pulled over. And I'm like, here I go without a license, without insurance, and I'm the one that's always getting pulled over. And it just so happens all the time that it's just so magnetic. Like cops and, you know, situation in the back would follow me, would almost it was weird. I almost thought of it like, what the hell is wrong with me? No license, you know, pretty much no money to my name to even be paying any bills, go to see a lawyer, I can't do it. So I would let the tickets and the you know, all these notices pile up to the point where my thing was suspended. No insurance. I had to get to school. I had to do something positive. I got to go to school. And I would drive to school shaking like, oh, another day, I made it. Every so often, probably every week, I would get pulled over. Why? Fast forward to now, when everything is good, and I get it, that I was the one that was attracting the police all the time. You know what I would do? I'd ride down the road, I would see a cop, and I said, you know what, I appreciate that police for doing their job, for running in when everyone else is running out, they're running into danger. I appreciate them for protecting and serving me. I appreciate all that energy and work around protecting me. I changed my mindset about it. No longer was I blaming and complaining and trying to figure out the answer of why I keep getting pulled over. I said, you know what, I'm going to shift it. I'm going to throw positivity to them. And in a while, like, it got me to clean up my license. My license was clean and my insurance was clean. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't getting pulled over. The time when I could afford to get pulled over, here, give me a quick speeding ticket, I'll take care of it, no problem. See you later, love ya. I never got pulled over. But when I was in this cycle of negative actions, negativity, always worrying, constantly stressed, when I couldn't handle it, that's when I was getting pulled over. So my question is to you, what side are you living on? What makes the most sense? You've gotten non-cat. You've lifted your awareness. Now it's time to go all the way through. Wake up in a positive mode. Look for the positives in every situation, no matter how bad that situation is. There is a positive. All situations, when you unpack it, it comes with so much wisdom. Here's the lesson. Here's the positivity. Here's what you could take away. Here's what you learn based on what you keep getting. See, when you keep getting a problem, it's because you haven't handled it, because you haven't learned from it. So you keep getting this problem in various ways or various disguises with the same problem. It keeps coming to give you a chance. Now, even looking at it like that, wow, I got another chance to solve this problem. I haven't solved it before, and I know I need to solve it now. I'm going to definitely look at it. Just even looking at it from that angle, you've changed, you shifted something. Now you're responding. Now you're entering the flow state. That's where you need to be. We're in day 11. For those that are reading the 12-day program, you're at day 11. Tomorrow will be your last day of reading. For those that are continuing going, you got maybe about 3 more days after that, 4 more days, and you'll be all set. If you're on the accelerated reading plan or you're on the standard reading plan, whatever you are, keep going. We're at day 20. We have 10 more days. Let's go. I love it, and I'll see you tomorrow.